Assalomu alaykum, hurmatli talabalar va aziz tinglovchilar. Bugundan boshlab chet tillari o'qitishning integrallashgan kursi fani bo'yicha kerakli bilim va malakalarni taqdim etishni boshlayman. Avvalambor ushbu fandan ko'zlangan maqsad nima? Chet tillar o'qitishning integrallashgan kursi fani talabalarni o'zlari egallagan bilim, malaka va ko'nikmalarni amaliy hamda ilmiy faoliyatda qo'llay olish imkoniyatini beruvchi fan hisoblanadi. Va endi birinchi bo'lib sizlarga taqdim etmoqchi bo'lgan mavzu bilan tanishtirsam. Ushbu mavzumiz o'qituvchining dars jarayonidagi roli bilan bog'liq, ya'ni vazifalar bilan bog'liq va uning nomi Teacher Roles in the Classroom deb nomlanadi. So, as I mentioned before, today's our topic is teacher roles in the classroom. We know that we have many roles in the classroom during our teaching process. For example, planner, monitor, observer, or facilitator, diagnostician. We can be a language resource also, and also assessor and rapid builder. Now let me give brief information about each of our roles. The first one is being a planner. When we are planners, because we prepare for the lesson beforehand and teaching anticipated problems, and we can select different materials. We can design or adapt some materials or exercises for our students. Being a manager, as I said before, is one of the most important roles of a teacher during teaching process. Organizing the learning space, making sure everything in the classroom is going very well, normally, smoothly, and also we can set up some rules if necessary when it's possible in different situations. Being a monitor or observer, how we can act as an observer or monitor. We can go around the class observing each our student. For example, during different activities maybe, how they are working with them, how they are interacting, how they are doing the task in their different situations. Our next role is a facilitator. What we can do as a facilitator? We can provide opportunities for our learners. We can help support them to find different urgent information for their learning process. And also, we can develop our learners' autonomy. Being diagnostician. It's not a medical diagnostician, you know. As a role of diagnostician, we can analyze our students' knowledge, we can assess them, and as a result, we can easily define their weak points, and what can we do for the further will be very easy to identify. Language resource. Yes, we are a language resource for our students. Why? Because all the time we should be ready to answer all our students' questions. We have enough knowledge and enough experience to answer their questions all the time. Assessor role. This is one of the most important roles of a teacher. Why? Because without assessing, we cannot achieve progress with our students. With the help of formal and informal assessment, we can check our students' knowledge, and we can identify the ways and also activities and urgent information for our students because of the results of assessment. You know, as a teacher, we should have very different teaching features. For example, being a report builder. As a report builder, we should try to create a good relationship between a teacher, between us and the student, not only between a teacher and the student, but also among other students also. We should mention all the positive ways in order to create a good atmosphere in the classroom, and it's very important in teaching process. Besides above mentioned roles, we have also another kind of roles like being a parent or maybe close friend. All the time, as a good teacher, as a positive teacher, we should observe our students' mood. We should pay attention how they are doing the task, how they are sitting, how they are making relationship with other friends or other group mates. If we see that one of our students is unhappy or unwell, we should create a good relationship and we should draw their attention to us in order to make them share their ideas with us. If we can, we should help, support them all the time. Now, I want to draw your attention to the monitor. Here, I want you to guess teacher roles with the given pictures. It's your time to find. Can you see this picture? Here, a teacher is, yes, you are right, he is a rapport builder here. Look at this picture now. What kind of role can you see in this picture? Of course, you are right. A teacher is a monitor or observer here. Find the role of a teacher, please. Yes, of course, you are right. A teacher is a facilitator in this picture. She is supporting at the same time. O'qituvchining darsdagi rollari borasidagi ma'lumotlarimiz sizlarga yoqdi degan umiddamiz. Keyingi video darslarimiz orqali chet tillari o'qitishning integrallashgan kursi fani doirasida yanada qiziqarli video darslar tayyorlab e'tiboringizga havola qilib boraman. Hozircha xayr, salomat bo'ling.